Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Hey there, guys. Hey. Welcome to another episode of the Hot Takes High Stakes podcast, the podcast where the three of us, we're going to send around some hot takes. How hot? What kind of temperature? Are we talking boiling point? Are we at 212?
I'm thinking, I was thinking more like hot as in spicy hot.
Ooh, I had some spicy food. I just had some spicy food.
What's the Scoville? How much of a Scoville is your?
I'm thinking like the last dab hot.
Oh,
so yeah, these takes are
Off the
last
charts?
dab hot, and
Mine's
the
the bomb.
steaks
If you know,
are
if
last
real
dab
fans will know,
high.
real fans will know the bomb hits.
I
different.
had the last dab at my uncle's house in Connecticut, and it was hot.
Really?
Kind of like these takes will be, and these steaks.
Let's
so
call this
I'm-
episode the Cameron tell-all. He's off the pod.
We're gonna
roast him
spill
into
his
oblivion.
beans.
Yeah.
We're going to let his cat out of his bag. And to do that, we're going to start with some intros. I'm the host, David Kent. Not that you care about my last name. And I'm joined here by, who am I joined here by?
Sam, go first.
Oh, me?
I'm the big finish.
Okay. It's your boy Sam.
Oh, Jesus.
No other introduction needed, I think. Thanks, David.
Or necessary, yeah. I'm, reigning champ, reigning hero, reigning king.
Okay.
Hot take.
I don't think
high-
I've ever
high stakes
quite told
champion.
you
Give
how
me my
bad your
belt.
take was.
I'm demanding my belt.
Such
I'm
a
a winner.
You're
I'm-
into
I'm
it.
a winner.
You're
Yeah,
got that
it's like
chicken dinner.
acting. You're just the acting. It's
I don't
not
even need
really-
to introduce myself.
Hasn't been approved. Ronak Robley.
I'm getting my EGOT, and this is the first step. It's Ronak
His hottest take is at the T.
Roble. That's the T.
Oh boy. We're gonna have our own EGOT award winner after years
Yeah.
of slandering
Yeah.
our next Hugh
You
Jackman.
don't know what you've unleashed.
I certainly didn't unleash it because I would have been the first one to say no. But anyway, anybody have a warm-up take for our viewers? If not, I do.
Go for it.
Drop it like it's hot.
So let me preface the take. It's going to be a bit res style. If we had to rank animals on their stupidity, I
Mhm.
think birds would rank surprisingly high, and here's why. Today, without exaggeration, at least 15 birds have flown into the downstairs window in my family room, and I had to watch one bleed out on my patio.
Jesus.
You can't be that dumb and be considered a smart animal.
Here's a take upon that take. Windex is an instrument of murder.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
Let's keep our windows dirty. Let's save the birds.
Oh, keep your windows
Okay.
dirty.
I like that. I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, get rid of curtains. You don't
Like,
need
what do we have to
curtains
gain
anymore.
from clean windows? Nothing. No.
The view? South Lake has no
Whose
views.
view is ever that like distorted? You got some
Exactly.
smudges. You can still see what you got to see.
Your
Yeah.
view is at the price of the view is the blood of so many animals.
Yeah.
I bet PETA would be all over this campaign. This would be an ad campaign against Windex by PETA.
hmm
We can get
I-
a sponsor, a corporate sponsor, Ronak.
I think PETA would happily sponsor anything.
Probably so.
Did you guys see the ad of the ad that got pulled from the Super Bowl of like the bald eagle kneeling, like doing the Kaepernick kneel?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
I didn't.
It was very interesting.
They had a bald eagle.
It was
kneeling?
all the animals kneeling in front of.
Oh,
Was it
It
PETA
didn't
ad?
make it was a PETA ad. It didn't make any sense. It was just very
It's just
mixed message.
poor. It's like Pepsi. That was like Pepsi's ad, basically.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
conflate
Yeah.
things
Oh,
with the
God.
Black Lives Matter movement is just poor in poor taste.
Yeah. That's
IMO. IMO.
In
MHO.
all our O's. It's
In
HO.
all of our O's. All right, I liked that. That was a quick and easy warm-up take. That was unifying.
That was glorious, yeah.
Now I'm ready to divide ourselves.
Yeah, much like
Yeah.
today, a bit of unification and a bit of division, all slapped into one.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll not get into it, but y'all, this was recorded on
Let's call it
on January 13th,
2021.
impeachment day.
2020. Cut
Sorry.
that, Cameron. It was supposed to be a secret. All right, well, since Ronak can go first.
Okay.
Calls
Yeah.
himself the big finish. He goes first.
Champs always go first. Okay, let me start this with a story.
Okay.
So back in once quarantine started, lockdown started, it was in the midst of recruiting for an internship. I was in that whole grind and it got moved online. And I was back in my home, back in the lake, so to speak, and I was just at home not getting a haircut, And so my hair was getting long and my hair grows more unwieldy the longer it grows. Like I can't keep it down, and it just goes places that I wouldn't want it to go. And so I needed a haircut. But at the same time, I was doing all these like virtual meetings and like getting to know the firms and getting to interviews and stuff like that. And I had the idea, and I felt a certain lack of something to hide my hair. Like literally I was timing showers before these meetings. So like I could like, my hair wouldn't dry and get all crazy before. So I would like shower and like comb it and like get it nice. And then literally an hour later, like after my meeting, it would be insane. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to deal with this kind of like insecurity. And I was like, what's the answer? I was thinking about it and I realized the answer would be business casual hats.
Okay.
Let's bring back the top hat. Let's bring back the bowler. Let's
Like a
bring
derby
back,
cap.
Let's bring back the derby. Let's bring back the fucking
fedora.
What did
the
I wear in Little
berets.
Boy? What was that?
That was a fedora.
That was a fedora.
No, no,
Yeah.
I
no.
think so.
No,
Or was that
no,
a bowler?
I was a
Yes.
bowler. It was like flat,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But it was like it had like the fedora head, but then like the brim was folded
Yeah.
up. So I
It
think
had
it's
that little. It's like a
bowler.
paper boy that you would see in.
Yeah,
like,
I was a
old
real
English
paper boy of
movies.
myself. Yeah,
I like this. This is not where I saw it going.
because I was like, I need something to cover up my head right now. I don't like the way my hair looks. It doesn't seem very professional to me. And like I'm dressed up in this suit and tie, and obviously I can't wear like a baseball cap or anything like that. Like that would be
Well, is that
blue.
business
Very
casual
Wolf
or
of Wall
business
Street.
formal? You said
Well, I guess for
casual,
the
right?
so the interview was business professional, so I was wearing like a suit. So maybe I would want that too. I would want maybe we can just rank like categorize which hats would be which kind of.
I think the top hat is a bit more than I think that's formal. I think that's a black tie.
That's a
hat.
black tie. You're wearing a top hat,
But I think there is definitely a place
Could you
between
see-
top hat and baseball.
yeah,
these
baseball is
other hats can
definitively
lie.
cash, right?
Too cash.
Yeah.
Could we do like a sun hat, like a flowy sun hat? Could
I
that
feel
be a
like I gotta
thing?
look
Ooh.
up pictures of these.
Yeah, like a Pan Am hat. Do you guys know what that is?
Let me
No.
Like those
let me
like
get a quick
tan.
gander.
I don't even know if that's a real thing.
Well,
I
Ronnie,
just said that.
while we look up pictures of these hats, I just have a question. And would
Yeah.
you think that this would lead to a sort of slippery slope wherein like you have to start forcing people to wear hats, where it becomes like
Oh, it
sort of
becomes
the
the new
thing
norm.
where like it becomes a new tie. It's like if you don't wear a tie,
Yeah, it's
then
like
that's
not
seen
wearing
as
a hat
down
is
a
then
level.
seen as
Yeah.
casual.
because I personally am not the biggest hat wearer. I do
Me
not
too.
like wearing hats. I don't think I look great in hats. So I don't think I want to
Hmm.
wear a hat.
I don't know if
Sam,
it necessarily would create that division. It'd
I
just
don't think
be
so.
kind of
Maybe
an
there.
addition.
That's an interesting point. What if it creates something above business professional, like like a
Above.
like a hyper business professional, where there's like now you got to wear like a black tie event, basically, where like you have to wear the tux, you got to wear the
I
like
think
the
Hats
it's
and other
already
tie.
suits.
confusing enough, though. I think it could fit in normally because, you have business casual, business professional, formal, and like some people's business casual is different, especially in today, like depending on your industry. Business
Yeah,
casual could mean jeans to some people, it could mean slacks. I think
I
hats
could
could just
definitely
fit right in.
I could definitely see like one of those train conductor hats being no, not one of those. What are like those like flat build like comes up across over the top a little bit? You know what I'm talking about?
You mean like this
No.
thing?
Yeah, yeah. What is that?
Yeah, this is a country gentleman hat.
Oh,
Cuffly wool cap.
okay.
That's
Here's
basically what I wanted. I wanted to be a country gentleman in my interview.
this is
Yeah,
like yeah.
that's that's business professional.
You
That's
think that's
business
business
casual. That's
professional?
business casual. That's business casual to me.
Now what if it's blue? You got color options to you can dress it up, dress it down.
Imagine a blue suit with brown shoes and then a blue hat, or would it have to be a brown hat?
It would have to
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
it would be an accessory, so it would have to be
Mm-hmm.
part of the accessory matching train, you know?
Yeah, so it would be a brown
Brown blue with brown shoes, blue
and brown
suit.
belt. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
white shirt.
I feel
Hmm.
like this one would be hard to match.
The white.
It's like a light gray. You can't match it with a light gray
Because this
suit
is
though.
yeah, because people definitely used to do this in the past, right? Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I feel so.
why so let's
why did it go
why
bad?
did it go out of style? Was it because
Did hair
people became
fashion.
more expressive with their hair? Is hair becoming more of a
We are three of the most expressive dudes when it comes to hair that I know. We have very
yes.
we have very expressive hair.
My hair speaks volumes.
Voluminous.
Yeah, I mean, I
No,
could see it. I mean, I'm all for it if you want to. Like, I was never a huge
like
fan of dress
yeah,
code, like strict dress codes to begin with. I think instead of dress codes, you just gotta match the vibe.
There
Like,
is that
no
stigma
dress
of baseball
codes.
caps inside though. Like hats in
Yeah,
general inside, there's
yeah.
kind of a stigma.
Hats in
yeah.
basketball is a big no-no for some reason.
I've played it once and I was trying to get rebounds and it hit my bill. I try and go up
Yeah.
for a layup, I hit somebody with my
Oh
bill.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Um, I Sam brought up this idea. Instead of dress codes, we should have vibe codes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's the
Ooh.
vibe? It's casual. I mean, I guess the terms stay the same actually.
But is
Yeah,
it
I
more
guess it's more of
encompassing?
Yeah.
context. Sorry,
Contacts.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm gonna be in the workplace. It's like, okay, I'll dress for a workplace.
Ooh, yeah,
So a
Or
workplace.
like,
workplace
That's a
vibe, a
vibe.
lunch
yeah,
vibe.
a
Yeah.
lunch vibe, or like a board meeting vibe. You know, it's
I think
like,
that's very
Yeah.
fair because, especially with like the ad agencies that I've been to or interviewed with, some are like, really, really casual. So like a workplace vibe could literally be jeans and a t-shirt, but
yeah.
then you get the boardroom vibe. So like the term business casual doesn't really have like a strong foothold in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
So
you
would
say
you
the
say
vibe, like an interview vibe.
like before you meet the person or meet the group, they would have to like, would there instead of like them telling you the vibe, would you go in with like a mid-level out? So like there would be like a set outfit that's like the acceptable in all situations because you're new
Mm.
outfit, and then
See,
like
that's
you
my
go to
problem. Yeah, because like what's the if you don't know what the vibe is, do you always like they always tell you to overdress, right? Rather
yeah
than underdress. But
yeah.
like what if like the vibe is so underdressy that your overdressing is like weird? That's what the
I feel like
dilemma
the
I've come down
vibe
to.
would be able to be understood at least a little bit. And I do
It's like a
agree with
range.
over.
It's a
Yeah,
range.
like
Yeah,
you'll know going into the place what sort
what the
of
vibe
like
is. Yeah.
kind of what the vibe. You'll know if it's on the upper end of vibes or more casual vibes just in general.
Yeah.
And so, if you're a little bit nervous, chinos and a polo,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
chukka boots.
Sure.
Yeah.
That to some that's a casual vibe.
Yeah.
That's a professional vibe.
There is one risk with the hat in that you would come off as an asshole, which needs to be addressed.
An incognito
This-
vibe
this-
with the fedora.
This
Yeah.
would be a cultural movement that would not change overnight. I admit. Right?
Imagine one
What
person
movement
at
does
your
change
work
things
who's
overnight?
wearing a fucking bowler in the middle of the workday.
I think he's a jackass. Just like, what is this guy
It's like
Who
you
is
got
this
two
used
people.
car salesman working at my company?
I wouldn't trust a used car salesman in a fedora. I can
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
another
that
thing. There's such
now.
a stigma with fucking bowlers now that like if you wore that into like a deal, like if it with a client or something, and you're wearing a bowler, they wouldn't trust you.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Bowlers
hard
are
to
fucked.
read
Yeah.
because when you bring another vibe, like a client vibe, into your vibes,
The vibes clash. There needs to be a mesh.
yeah, and I don't think hats fit in that equilibrium zone in most
Hats have no
cases.
place.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
Unless you're ready to embark on a decades-long social movement, I don't see hats having a place in the workplace.
Yeah. Hats have a way to go. And you know what? I brought this up at like one of these recruitment things. I was like, they should just make business casual hats. Met with complete silence.
Oh man. Oh man.
Now, when you say they should make business casual hats, are you saying they need to design a new hats, or are you saying we need to create?
Shit.
We need
I didn't even think
to
about that.
start classifying hats as business casual.
Yeah. I didn't even think about creating new hats. That would be insane. I don't even know where to start with that.
Yeah, I feel like the hat market is saturated.
The hat market has
Maybe
reached
we're
its
not
peak.
creative
Yeah.
enough, though.
Yeah, that's insane. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking, let's bring back like, the fedora or like the.
What about the Sherlock Holmes hat with the double bill?
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Should we wrap this one up then to see what we
Yeah.
think of Ronix?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll restate it.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I like the vibe code too. I might pin that. That might be
Ooh.
I'll try to sneak that in through the bill of business casual.
Oh, a little
hats.
amendment.
Yeah, a little
of
tag
twerk.
at the end. Yeah.
Okay, that's always allowed. That's always allowed.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Business casual hats. We should have hats for professional settings.
Yeah.
That's my
I'd like
take.
it. I'm down for it.
I'd agree.
Boom.
I think there's a time and place. Obviously you can't just throw
Sure.
any hat in. Like I can't put on like a Dallas Cowboys hat and then enter like an interview, right?
Yeah, but
Unless
you
you're
could wear a
rooting for the
cowboy
Dallas
hat
Cowboys.
to an interview for like
Well-
at an oil tycoon.
Exactly.
Exactly. And then like a
It's all
bolo
about
tie.
the vibe.
A bolo tie, a nice suit, and a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine wearing a fucking full-on leather suit. Like a
Why do I
suit
feel like
made
Lil
out of-
Vaughn would show up to an interview in that exact outfit?
like a rattleskin suit.
And then like snake boot. It's like snakeskin
Yes,
boots.
It's like
Snakeskin
waddling in
boots.
because the pants are also made out of that same material. It's so tight.
Okay. Well, Ronak, it seems like we both agree
Yes.
with
This might be my least controversial take. I started
That's a-
2021
It's
as
a
new
moderate
man.
take. Lukewarm. Might as
Yeah.
well dip your toe in the water of 2021.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
dive in
Sammy.
next time.
okay.
The
I
floor
guess
is yours.
I'll go. I have a really simple take.
Simple man, simple takes.
So Ronak, what car do you drive right now?
Just got that new one.
Toyota Camry. Yeah.
Toyota Camry, what year?
2021.
Okay.
Yay.
David, what car do you drive?
An 07 Honda Accord.
Okay.
I should
You-
say that my car got totaled. My old
Rest
car
in
got
peace to the
totaled.
Prius.
My
Rest in
2009
peace- a moment of silence for the
Prius got totaled. Yeah.
That was a good car.
It's a great car.
So do both of your cars have automatic lights?
I don't think so. No.
What do you mean? Like lights that
Like
turn
there's a
on-
setting on the lights where you can just turn it and then it automatically turns on and off your lights.
Like
at night?
sensors for
Or like, yeah, when it's
sunset?
Yeah,
dark.
like
I
yeah.
don't,
Yeah,
I don't
mine-
believe mine do.
Mine has that. No.
Okay.
I didn't used to have it.
I wish
So-
mine did. I'm very self-conscious about when I have my headlights on.
Yes. So my take is, well, it obviously this doesn't apply to everyone, like your car, David. But as we progress more and more to the future, I think more and more cars will have the option of automatic lights. And I say automatically make every single car have automatic lights. Like no option to turn it on and off. Just always automatic lights.
Ooh. I'm kind of
Interesting.
down.
I'm down
I'm
with
kind of
that.
Because
down.
Yeah.
if you don't normally use it, then they're just off normally, right?
Mhm.
And I've like, how many times are you driving at night and you're just cruising along and you see some idiot, or maybe not idiot, person who forgot to turn their lights on and you almost die, right? It's
Catch.
terrifying.
The last
Yeah.
time, a bit of a story. The last time I was driving back from OU for break, I was about to get to the speedway, and no, I got to Denton and I turned on to 35, whichever west south, I don't remember. And there was a red sedan behind me. Didn't have his lights on. It's like 7:30 at night, and so I get to a point where I can get over to the right, and he pulls up to me, and I rolled down my window, and I started giving him all sorts of hand signals. And he's like, he was a young guy, probably younger than me. He was like, I said, turn your lights on. And I probably saved somebody's life that day.
Jesus.
You never know. You could
If
have.
only
We
he
would
had
never know the other
had
side.
automatic lights.
Exactly.
How do you like? I can't even imagine not figuring out that your lights aren't on.
The
like,
dashboard should
within,
bother
like-
you.
Yeah, and just not being able to see out your fucking
Yeah.
front
think-
windshield.
I think this is most applicable at like dusk
Yeah.
when it's like this light is fading and like your eyes can like see out like fine,
Yeah,
but you can't see other cars well,
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
right?
That's true.
I think that's the most dangerous time when like the lights turning on and off
Yeah.
thing is like the biggest deal.
I think if the dashboard kind of gradually adjusted its brightness as well, because sometimes it's like you turn it on because you think it's time to turn the headlights on, but then you're like, I can't see the
It's too dim.
dashboard.
Yeah.
And so then I get like in between, I'm like, do I struggle to see my
Yeah.
speed, or should other people struggle to see me? It's a toss up.
Yeah,
That's
and I
like-
think, yeah, I mean, I think like the newer cars, I guess like with the advent of screens, I guess like that's
Screen's
not
fucking-
as big of an issue, but like I know what you mean, David, with that problem, because like, yeah,
my car is like that too, and it's like it doesn't have like a gradient. Like at dusk, it should be in between like the night and like the day,
Yeah.
but it just goes from like day to night.
Very bright.
so
It's
there
very
should be a
dark.
third option for lights, is what we're
Yeah.
saying. In
We
between
need
on
the
and off.
twilight zone. We need the twilight zone.
Ooh, I love it. We
Yeah.
need the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. I
That was a
mean,
simple take.
was
I
a-
see no qualms. It's kind of like how every car is required to have
rear view
a backup camera
Yeah.
now, as of like a long time ago. My car
Also,
are they,
yeah.
are they required? Or is
Now
it
every
they
just-
car
are.
ever made since like 2000, not 7 because I don't have one, but like 2010 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
But,
it
like-
is it a requirement, like a law requirement, or a societal requirement?
I want to say it was.
I think it's legal. I think
Does
they wrote
every
it down.
car have a backup?
Really? 'Cause I mean, to me, it would make sense that like you can put whatever you want on your car, like okay, to an extent, but like
Yeah.
in today's day and age, everyone is so used to backup cameras that it's pretty much if you don't put one in, no one's gonna buy your car, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I think maybe it was like a hollow gesture. Maybe the law was like a hollow gesture, but it was just like if you're not smart enough to do this, now you have to. You know what I mean? Maybe it came out after the fact. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But what they should allow is fucking the blind spot monitors. Those are still not like required. And that
They
like
get a lot of cars don't have them.
it gets like they only put them on like my parents were like when we were buying cars, they were like, we want you to have a blind spot monitor. And they were like,
Yeah.
none of like the base models of any car
Yeah,
have blind spot monitors.
that's still a
It's
high-end
It's
thing.
bad, yeah.
like lane correction. I think that's still pretty
Yeah.
uppity, very elitist.
Yeah.
We'll see where cars go. You could say cars are elitist, David.
Shit.
Could we? Could I? I could say that.
You could.
Say it, David.
Good.
Say it.
You could.
He can't. His words.
Oh
He's got a lump in his throat.
Oh,
no! Elon won't let me. I'm beholden to Elon.
Yeah, I mean that's all I have really.
Self-driving cars with blind spot monitors, backup cameras, and a Twilight Zone light.
Yeah,
Every car should
future
have the
is
works.
nigh.
There should just be an option for cars just called the works, and you should just get the works.
Sounds like something in like GTA. Give my car the
Yeah.
works. $27,000.
And it's just that fucking horn that's like the.
Oh, boys. A little bit about GTA before we move on. Me, Cameron, and Corey have an unfinished heist from 4 years ago that we have not finished, despite attempting it
Okay.
like once every year. Just a little PS.
You should film it
Yeah.
when you do it.
Yeah,
NMG,
it's
make
very rage-inducing.
You know, GTA is like the most like popular, most successful like entertainment thing ever. Like
Yeah.
across movies, television, everything, music.
Yeah.
It's
Insane.
ridiculously
Insane.
fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a
It teaches
time.
good driving too.
Those lights are automatic in that game.
They are.
They definitely
They
turn
are.
on.
We could all learn a lesson from GTA, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, go ahead and reiterate that take and we can send it around.
So just like speaking to the car designers out there, because I know you're listening to this, don't even make it an option on your car to turn them on and off. Just make it automatic from the get-go.
Boom.
I'm game.
I'm game. Yeah. I'm a lame duck for this take. I'm
Okay, David, I guess it's up to you to sizzle our seats, if you would.
Well, I'm glad that y'all left it to the person that learned that he would be on the podcast at around 1 p.m. today. Mine's a bit topical. It came about today. We were all texting about it earlier.
Okay.
I don't think the Brooklyn Nets will even make the Eastern Conference Finals. And the reason I can say this is a hot take is because Vegas has them as the second best odds to win the finals, which means they think they'll make
Behind the
finals.
Lakers.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And so by Vegas odds, they think they'll at least make the finals.
And Vegas
say
knows
they won't
all.
even. They won't.
They'll
even
get out in the
say.
second round. They'll get out in the second round. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Well,
Yeah.
at the latest.
Interesting.
I'm not saying anything
Interesting.
about anything else.
You think
Will
it's
they
a
make the
first round
playoffs?
exit?
I
Are
mean,
they
they'll
making the
probably make the
playoffs?
playoffs. They'll probably will. I mean, although they have a losing record right now, so they're not in it right now. Although,
Hey, a losing record can make the playoffs.
especially
We've
in
seen
the
that
East,
before.
especially in the East.
Yeah.
But I think it's obvious to some people. But Kyrie, I mean, Kevin Durant is a certified killer. It's not going to be his fault.
He's in his own.
Yeah.
Whether Kyrie ever dribbles a basketball again, I mean, Stephen A. Smith thinks he should retire. Who knows
I don't.
when he comes back?
That was insane. Wait, I saw that on Twitter. I didn't look into it, but I was
It's
just
a
like,
bit
oh,
crazy.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
just Stephen A. being Stephen A. I don't.
Stephen A. gets paid to say that kind of stuff. But then
Yeah.
ultimately, James Harden, yeah, you can say he wants to now play for a team that he wanted to go to, but the three of them on the court at the same time, I don't see how that works.
That's
Like, there's not
insane.
going to be two basketballs on the court. So who's going to hold the ball? Because you have three moderate to heavy ball handlers.
I mean, if
And
anything,
those
Durant needs the
players.
ball the least. But
Yeah, he's the most off-ball player.
but Harden's not going to go sit in the corner and shoot spot up threes.
No.
And Kyrie needs the ball if he ever plays again.
Kyrie's more of a point guard than Harden is.
Yeah, but Harden
Yeah.
also, he created the system in Houston where he had the ball anyway, even when Chris Paul was there.
Yeah.
I just don't see how it works.
Did you see Did you see this new starting five for the
Did they put
Nets?
Jeff
Yeah,
Green?
They put
at
Jeff
the
Green
five?
on the
They have
It's definitely
DeAndre
DeAndre Jordan. It's
Yeah.
definitely DeAndre Jordan.
He's going to be grabbing all the shots that Harden and Kyrie are putting up. Because we know Durant's are going in.
Absolutely.
is
Do
what I
we
mean to
trust
say.
Steve
Yeah,
Nash?
yeah.
Because apparently that was a big issue and like rumored to be one of the reasons why Kyrie is so aloof right now is because Kyrie has issue with how Steve Nash is running the team.
Wow.
Genuinely, I
crazy.
think Kyrie will find an issue with anything. I'm kind of over Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I'm pro Kyrie.
Kyrie.
I like that guy personally.
I think he's a great basketball player and I love watching him play, but he never plays consistently anymore.
Kyrie got his ring and then just checked out, I think.
And like the whole
He hasn't
media
been-
stuff.
Like, every time he
was
plays,
not on
it's
his
really
side
good.
on
I was
that.
on his side for the media thing. I don't like sports media personally.
But you kind of sign up for the at least talking to them.
yeah,
Even if you're going to go Marshawn
Yeah.
Lynch, like that was funny. Like he could go do
Yeah.
that, but he's so like he is uppity about it. I don't know. He makes a point to make a point.
can we blame Adam Silver for this, for being so hands off?
I'll never understand how certain trades went through after he denied Chris Paul's trade to the Lakers all those years
That
ago.
He didn't
was-
do it. That was David Stern.
That was David
You're
Stern.
right. Well, the NBA getting
Adam
involved,
Silver is the anti-David Stern, where he's just he can do
he's
whatever he wants.
laissez-faire, you could say.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's hand of
he's
God.
capitalism incarnate.
Yeah.
He's a capitalist NBA owner. I mean, it's a trade. It's a business. It happens. It's gonna happen.
I just don't
Kevin
think they
Durant
have
to the
depth.
Warriors is kind of the same. They don't have the depth anymore. I think that was their strong point. They were destroying teams the way they were, and you've added someone that I don't think is great for the locker room, and you've
Yeah.
created someone. You've created. I think we were discussing earlier the villain, kind of a villain of the NBA that people are going to be going after, and really they're really gonna want to take them down.
Yeah,
I got two things. First, do you think D'Antoni just like dips from Brooklyn because he's like, fuck this shit? I don't want to be with Harden again.
I feel like Harden. That might have been one of the reasons
He wanted to
Yeah.
go. He wanted to go there.
Seems
Nets was on
like
his short list.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it
This
seems
was on
like
the
that was
short
a big ploy. I mean, D'Antoni's an offensive coach. He's not a
Mm.
defensive coach, and there's not a lot of defense in that starting five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then second, what if James Harden was just like super ball dominant in the Rockets because he like had to be? And like what if he's just like
Because the rest of the
just-
team is shit.
because he's like overweight now. He like might not be able to be ball dominant. He might have to pass. The stamina.
I'm saying
might
he
He's
not
gonna-
shouldn't
he's
be
gonna
the
get in
one
shape.
bringing the ball
Yeah,
up
he's
the
gonna get in shape.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get in shape, but like, I don't see how the offense works if he's the one bringing the ball up the floor.
No, it doesn't. No,
I
I mean, in
think-
Houston, they had Russell and Chris Paul and a bunch of corner 3-point shooters, and he still brought the ball up.
yeah. It's
I think we're just like, okay, I feel like NBA basketball, especially this season, it's just gonna be so up in there. Like you could say anyone is going to or not going to make the finals, and then it would be like, yeah, sure. Like, I mean, for like half the league, you could say that. It's like, yeah, sure, I can see that happening. Right? Just
you say
because
that
like,
about the Knicks now.
yeah, you could say that, but like you don't know. So like David, yeah, I agree. But like the hype, I'm not buying into the hype by any means. Like I think making it to the championship is super hard. Like just look at the Bucks last year.
And the
Like,
Sixers
look at the Clippers.
continuously
Look at the Sixers.
disappointing.
Yeah.
I say, who are y'all's your hero, your Deadpool, and your villain? Give me your Superman, your Deadpool, and your Thanos.
Ooh.
I guess
In
I
terms of
just mixed. Why did I mix universes there? Give me your Captain. Give me your Iron Man, your Deadpool, and your Thanos.
Okay.
In terms of like NBA teams or players?
NBA teams.
NBA teams.
Your hero, anti-hero, and villain. And maybe there's multiple per conference.
Hero is the Miami Heat for
I
me.
like that. I like that.
Ooh.
I like that. Now, who's your, also a sidekick? So like a Batman and Robin,
What's the what the fuck?
a sidekick. The team that could elevate, because like I see,
The team that takes out one of the heavy hitters so that
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
looking
like I
at
see like a
the fight.
Maverick, the
That's
Mavericks or the
literally the
Nuggets as a
Yeah.
sidekick.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mavericks, like what they did to the Clippers, they really just bothered them. The
Yeah.
Mavs bothered the Clippers last year.
Like they're not gonna play a big role in the end, but they're there to
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Mavs are the sidekick. I don't mind being a sidekick.
For a few
I
more
can
years.
see I would say Nuggets more
Mhm.
than the Mavs.
I like the Nuggets
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Anti-hero. Define anti-hero in this context.
I mean, I guess it would be like the team that you don't really want to see win, but they take out the villain. Like for me, it's the Lakers or the Celtics.
Yeah.
No, I like the Celtics. It'd be the Bucks or the Lakers for me.
Bucks or 76ers for me.
I don't really want to see the Lakers win, but they're good enough to beat the villains.
Yeah.
Who is, I guess, just the Nets.
Are the Nets the villains now?
Nets or the Clippers are the villains.
Nets and the Clippers, yeah.
Nets and the Clippers.
Yes. It's Thanos and Joker.
Which Joker, though? Heath Ledger's Joker? Or is it Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
Joaquin. It's Joaquin.
Or is it Jared Leto's Joker?
Jared Leto.
Shit. Yeah. All the above. The Clippers are all the Jokers. Patrick Beverly is Joaquin.
Oh God.
Paul George.
Paul George
is Jared Leto.
Paul George this season has been Jared Leto's Joker. Oh man.
And then Kawhi's Heath Ledger. I think that tracks. I think that really tracks.
I guess we can go ahead and send my take around again. Just to remind everybody, the Vegas odds have the Nets as the second best chance to win.
What are they?
finals.
What are the odds if you win?
The one that I saw was plus 500. It kind of varied on which.
Can you
book
explain the
looking at.
odds to me? I don't understand the plus and the minuses and the
Yeah,
one.
I don't. So like
500 to 1.
plus 500 is like 5-1 odds, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they do
5
it.
to 1. Okay, explain 5 to 1.
So you bet $1
And you get 5. Okay.
You get 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus your
That makes
1.
sense. Okay.
Don't forget the return on your 1.
Oh, so I'm making $6.
Well,
No,
you're
you're
making
making
5,
4.
but you're getting
You're
your
making
1.
you're making 4
Oh.
because
Shit.
you get it. You get
Okay.
in total. You get.
I thought you got
you're
5 plus your 1 back, so you make
No, you got-
5.
You get 5 total. You get your 1 back and your 5 total. I'm pretty sure. Because like you buy in and then the payout is this much.
Oh my god. Maybe. Either way, second best odds, and I don't even think they're going to make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Short that bet.
Put me on first take, and I will go toe-to-toe with Maxwell Kellerman all morning long off 1 Red Bull.
Shit. Do you think
I would agree with your take, David.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, I'm not hopping on the train
Mm-mm.
personally.
Mm-mm.
But I mean,
I'm just
As
glad.
an NBA fan, I'll be glad to watch. I'll be intrigued to watch. what
Honestly,
happens.
I'm glad he's out of the. It's one more team out of the West that won't make the playoffs now. So it's good.
Sure.
It's good
They
for
have
me.
Oladipo and John Wall.
And Boogie.
Ola
forget
Sleepo and John
Oladipo.
Balls. That's what I say to that.
Ronak is not sold on neither the Nets nor the Rockets. The
Yeah,
winner of the
okay.
trade was the Pacers.
The Pacers cleaned
Karis
up
LeVert.
with Karis LeVert.
Well, I
DeMontis
guess
Sabonis. The holidays.
They have a nice
left.
team. They have a nice
Or
team.
no, is it the
Jeez.
holiday? Yeah.
I guess we'll go
Malcolm
ahead and
Brogdon.
send the or no, we already sent that around. We'll do hottest take. So
Okay,
just to
let me
remind
think.
everybody, mine was the Nets won't make it to the conference finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put automatically headlights automatically on all cars from this day henceforth.
Yeah. Do declare that this shall.
I do declare.
And then my take is let's do some business casual hats and vibe codes as a little
Okay.
addendum.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right,
Put
so
that in.
we're gonna
Dave,
go.
you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first, and then we'll go Sam, and then we'll go Ronak.
Okay.
So
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Ronak.
Ronak.
David.
Congratulations, Ronak.
I can't
He's
believe it.
beginning. He's beginning 2021 just as he left it. Not that I'm saying he deserved it, but the record shows that it's a continuation
Let the
of his
record show.
dominance
Let
on this
the-
podcast.
Let the record show that my haters are also my best allies.
David, I would say this is more of a loss on our part than a win on Ronak's part.
Yeah, I mean, no, I knew that I didn't have the take that I
You
told
knew you didn't
Cameron
have
I
the
was gonna
votes.
come in with. I was gonna try and my take was gonna be that I am God, and I knew that that would win, but I couldn't. I didn't have any good points.
You couldn't
maybe
in good
in-
faith bring it to the podcast.
In great faith, I could have brought it to the podcast. It's just later. When one day I'll beat Ronak and I'll deserve it, but this was not that day. So
Meet
for
me
now,
at
my
the rim, why don't you?
7% will decrease a little bit,
Yeah,
but I go on. We go again.
you will prosper. Don't worry. Your time will come. My time will fall. Your time will come.
Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this fairly cordial, fairly simple
It's cordial affair. Yeah.
episode of Hot Takes, High Stakes.
Consider this easy listening. You know,
Yeah,
if
this is
you put wood on the
you're-
fire.
Ooh, this is a
Ooh.
fireside chat vibe.
Yeah,
You know,
this is-
much
Ronak,
like
what hat would you wear for a fireside chat?
how would I would wear?
give me a tweed jacket.
Ooh,
Give me a
s-
tweed jacket.
Give me a tweed jacket,
And corduroy pants.
a
And
corduroy
a scarf. A scarf.
a plaid
Puffing
scarf,
the
a
cigar.
pipe. Oh,
Oh,
I
a
was gonna
pipe.
go
No,
pipe.
a pipe's probably correct.
And then a
you can rock
fucking
fedora.
to top it all off, a fucking top hat,
Ooh,
Abe
the
Lincoln
folds.
style.
Ah.
Abe Lincoln's okay.
That was FDR that did the fireside chats, right?
Yeah,
Or was that Dwight? It was FDR.
it was FDR.
Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell could definitely do like audible.com fireside
yeah.
chats. Because
Yeah.
you know, FDR did them in a time of crisis, and I think someone needs to step up and do them in this time of crisis.
I think
Whether it's
Dwight
us or
Powell.
Dwight Powell. It could
Yeah.
be us. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
invite Dwight Powell onto the pod. A Powell pod. Stay
Yeah.
tuned for
Yeah,
that.
Powell Pod. I bet he has some hot takes. Like
Hottest
about
take
like
he could what do you think is the hottest take he has stirring right now?
that. Like, I think his hottest take is that like Achilles injuries can take like a year to heal from, because he like healed from his in like fucking 6 months.
Oh yeah, wasn't he like superhuman?
Yeah. So I think his take is
But he's
that
still
Achilles
not 100%,
Achilles
right?
injuries.
Yeah.
I'll also
Or-
leave
or whack.
we'll leave the viewers with a little bit of a take home take. Is
Oh,
Dwight
shit.
Powell the best player on the Mavs? Think it over.
Just think about it. Just think about it.
He's well clear of everybody else that I can think of.
In which direction?
Think it over. Sideways. It's a he's horizontally even with a few others. He's the best.
Yeah.
Just think it over.
Just think
Thank
it
you for listening.
See
over.
ya.
Bye.
Plump Goops Podcast.